Today is day 130 of the storm after the storm in the city of Acapulco and the state of Guerrero, Mexico. This past Friday, our winged CRS-Hurricane Otis emergency feeding mission team delivered life-saving food and hygiene products to 32 more families in Acapulco who have been desperately clinging to life. This now brings to a total 633 families who have been saved through our team's efforts, out of the over 100,000 estimated families awaiting relief. Acapulco was once known as a lavish beach resort city where for decades millions of tourists traveled across the world to enjoy sun-filled holidays. But for the victims of Hurricane Otis, hunger never takes a holiday. Hurricane Otis was forecasted to have hit Acapulco as a Category 1 storm, but within 12 hours, increased unexpectedly to a Category 5 storm. No one was prepared for the total devastation which resulted in the destruction of the tourism industry and the permanent loss of thousands of jobs, as well as the destruction of thousands of homes and the region's food crops. For the past 3 months since Wing CRS launched its emergency feeding mission, the global media has tragically remained silent. This has resulted in the world being misled about the fact there is an ongoing humanitarian crisis taking place in this region. Just imagine for a moment, no one being able to hear your screams for help. That is precisely what is occurring for the victims of this crisis. Other than our emergency feeding team, there are no reports of any international non-profit relief groups providing any assistance. And to make matters worse, the National Guard, who are sworn protectors of the people, have been witnessed stealing between 7 to 8 of the 10 boxes of food rations that were intended for each family in this region. And for one final blow of any hope of survival for the victims, the government announced that on the 1st of March, with the start of national elections, all distribution of food has ceased. This is unbelievable. No media, no awareness, no hopes, no relief groups, no CRAPs, stolen food rations, and now no food rations? The result can only be death for the remaining hundreds of thousands of victims struggling to cling to life. Both time and opportunity to save lives are rapidly running out. The only hope these hundreds of thousands of victims have to hold on to is our emergency feeding team and your timely gift. $55 will purchase one pantry of food and hygiene supplies to an awaiting family clinging desperately to life. And $550 will save 10 families, providing them hope and life. And if you cannot afford to give $55, every dollar we can put to work will definitely save lives in extremely dire need. We also ask for you to generously help us to increase awareness of this humanitarian crisis to our world. Be sharing this report of the people of Guerrero who are in the fight for their lives. On behalf of the victims in Guerrero, Mexico, may God bless you today from an ever grateful Wing CRS.